Hello, very nice morning to all of you. Today we are going to study determination of sulfate by gravimetry method. So here the principle of this method is that gravimetry, okay, it is a quantitative analysis method. When certain amount of precipitate is going to be formed during the analysis, that is going to be considered for the analysis purpose, and hence you are going to weigh the precipitate during the experiment. Okay, this depends upon the quantity of the precipitate you are going to obtain. Here in this particular experiment, sulfate ions are present in the water in different forms like calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, etc. These are obtained in the form of precipitate by mixing or treating with barium chloride solution, okay, in the acidic media. As soon as barium chloride is added along with in the acidic media to the water containing sulfate ions, there will be the formation of barium sulfate, which is in the form of precipitate, and the chlorides will be set free here, and this forms the basis of this experiment. Procedure. Let us try to understand the procedure here. 200 ml of water sample is taken in a beaker, and it is heated and heated to a boiling. Then later 1 test tube of HCl is added only for the reason that acidic condition to be maintained. And then to the hot solution add 1 test tube full of barium chloride solution. Slowly, along with constant stirring. This constant stirring action make the precipitate to form completely. And then once the completion of the precipitation is observed, it has to be allowed to stand for about 1 hour, and then it should be filtered through an ashless Whatman filter paper. So this ashless Whatman filter paper is a very interesting thing for you. Whatman filter paper is known for its very smaller pore size, and then it doesn't, it is such a paper, it leaves no ash when it is burnt. Okay, so such a filter paper is taken, and the precipitate formed, that is barium sulfate precipitate formed, is dried, is filtered and dried, and then it is weighed in the silica crucible, and its weight is referred as W1. And keeping this, crucible in an electrical burner, it is heated. So this practice will enable the burning of Whatman filter paper, and when all the filter paper turns into, because paper means it's a hydrocarbon, carbon dioxide and steam is going to be generated, and it is escape into the environment. So then crucible will be having only simply the barium sulfate precipitate. It should be kept for cooling in a desiccator. After cooling, the weight of the crucible is recorded, and then difference in their weight W1 minus W2 is nothing but the amount of barium sulfate precipitated from the sample of water. So the calculation of sulfate can be made using the below formula or the below say step. So 1 mole barium sulfate contains 1 mole of sulfate. I mean to tell you that 233.33 gram constitutes 1 mole of barium sulfate. 233.33 gram of barium sulfate contains 96 gram of sulfate. So W2 minus W1 gram of barium sulfate contains W2 minus W1 divided by 233.33 into 96. Okay, this much of the gram of the sulfate. So here we have multiplied with 1000. This is only for converting gram into milligram. Okay, so thus whatever W2 minus W1, this term, and 96 divided by this 233.33 into 1000. Okay, so this will give you A in terms of milligram of sulfate. Okay, so only we have taken 200 ml of water for the analysis. Therefore, A milligram of the sulfate corresponds only for the 200 ml of water. But for 1 liter of water, okay, so 1 liter of water, it is nothing but 5 into A. 5 into A is also, it can be written as 1000 divided by 200 into A milligram of sulfate. So this is how one can go for the calculation of sulfate present in the water. Now we shall go for the determination of fluoride ion by SPA-DNS using colorimetry. So zirconyl SPA-DNS is a reagent, and now we shall go for the procedure here. Procedure is that in colorimetric estimation, one blank solution is to be prepared, and some say known samples, say 5 to 6 known samples are to be prepared. So preparation of blank solution is made by the addition of 10 ml of zirconyl SPA-DNS reagent in 100 ml of distilled water. Here we have to be very careful in understanding that 100 ml of distilled water is only taken. Okay, if you take any other water that may contaminated with fluoride, therefore distilled water only will be taken. Okay, so 100 ml of distilled water, in that 10 ml of acidic zirconyl SPA-DNS is added. Then it is the homogeneous solution is used in the colorimeter at 570 nanometer to set it to 0. To set it to 0 means instrument has to read the reading 0. For that purpose, it is blank solution is prepared. The second procedure step is that a series of standard solution of fluoride. Standard series of fluoride is going to be prepared in the concentration range 0.0 to 2 milligram per liter. For example, 0.01. 0.0 is the blank, 0.04, 0.08, 0.12, sorry, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.6 and 2.0. Likewise, a known concentration of the solutions can be prepared. Add a drop of sodium sulfate solution to remove chloride to each of the standard solutions. Then next step is you have taken different volume of fluoride containing water in different volumetric flask. Then in each of these 10 ml of acid zirconial spadiness reagent is added, then mixed well and read the optical density at 570 nanometer using a calorimeter. Draw the calibration curve by plotting concentration versus absorbance using a calibration curve called curve. The concentration of fluoride ions in the sample can be calculated. Okay, so